राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti vaishnavrinda ki jai. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने. नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. तस्यारविन्दनयनस्य पदारविन्द किञ्जल्कमिश्रतुलसी मकरन्दवायुः अन्तर्गतस्वविवरेण चकार तेषां संक्षोभमक्षरजुषामपि चित्ततन्वो. नेह यत्कर्म धर्माय न विरागाय कल्पते न तीर्थपदसेवायै जीवनपि मृतो हि सः. प्रसङ्गमजरं पाशम् आत्मनः कवयो विदु स एव साधु सुकृतो मोक्षद्वारमपावृतम्. तितिक्षव कारुणिका सूरिदः सर्वदेहिनामजातशत्रवः शान्ता साधवः साधुभूषणाः. सतां प्रसङ्गान् मम वीर्यसंविदो भवन्ति हृत्कर्णरसायन कथा. तज्जोषणादाशववर्गवर्त्मनि श्रद्धारतिर्भक्तिरनुक्रमिष्यति. हासं हरेरवनताखिललोकतीव्र शोकाशु सागर विशोषणमत्युदारम्. सम्मोहनाय रचितं निजमाययास्य भ्रूमण्डलमुनिकृते मकरध्वजस्य. मद्गुणश्रुतिमात्रेण मयि सर्वगुहाशये मनोगतिरविच्छिन्ना यथा गङ्गाम्भसोऽम्बुदौ. लक्षणं भक्तियोगस्य निर्गुणस्य युदाहृतम् अहैतुक्यव्यवहिता या भक्ति पुरुषोत्तमे. सालोक्यसारष्टिसामीप्य सारूप्यैकत्वमपि उत दीयमानं न गृह्णन्ति विना मत्सेवनं जनाः. यन्नामधेयश्रवणानुकीर्तनाद् यत्प्रवलनाद् यत्स्मरणादपि क्वचेत् स्वादोऽपि सद्य सवनाय कल्पते कुतः पुनस्ते भगवन्नुदर्शनात्. अहो बतश्व पचतो गरीयान् यज्जिह्वाग्रे वर्तते नाम तुभ्यं. ते पुस्तपस्ते जुहुवु सस्नुरार्या ब्रह्मानुचुर्नाम गृह्णन्ति ये ते. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. Dear devotees, we are continuing our study of Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 25, entitled The Glories of Devotional Service. Text 27. Again, this is Srimad Bhagavatam 3.25.27. Lord Kapildev Muni is giving beautiful instructions to his mother, Srimati Devahuti Devi. असेवयायं प्रकृतेर्गुणानां ज्ञानेन वैराग्यवृजिम्भितेन योगेन मयि अर्पितया च भक्त्या मां प्रत्यगात्मानम् इहावरुन्धे. Translations and purports by our beloved founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, Srila Bhai Charana Arvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Lord Kapildev Muni is saying, thus, by not engaging in the service of the modes of material nature, but by developing Krishna consciousness, knowledge and renunciation, and by practicing yoga, in which the mind is always fixed in devotional service unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one achieves my association in this very life. For I am the Supreme Personality, the Absolute Truth. Lord Kapil Dev, Bhagwan, is saying something very beautiful, very important. The Lord is saying, by not engaging in the service of Prakriti, Gunanam, not engaging in the service of this material nature, not engaging in the service of the three modes of material nature, but developing real knowledge, real renunciation, jnanena vairagya, and yogena mai arpitaya, bhaktya, with devotion to Krishna, being absorbed in Krishna, mind always fixed on Krishna, one achieves my association in this very life. Iha, in this life. Srimad Bhagavatam is teaching us the process by which we can achieve the Supreme Lord, Krishna, in this very life. This is the beauty of Krishna consciousness. Not after many lifetimes, but in this lifetime, one can achieve Krishna. How? By giving up service of material nature, engaging in the service of Krishna, being absorbed in Krishna. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada writes, when one engages in devotional service to the Lord in 9 different kinds of bhakti yoga, as enunciated in authoritative scriptures such as in Srimad Bhagavatam it is said, Shravanam Kirtanam, Smaranam, hearing, chanting, remembering, Archanam, offering worship, praying, Vandanam, and offering personal service, Dasyam. Either in one of them or two or three or all of them, he naturally has no opportunity to engage in the service of the three modes of material nature. Srila Prabhupada says, unless one has good engagements in spiritual service, it is not possible to get out of the attachment to material service. We should be so busy in Krishna consciousness that we don't have time for material pursuits. Because having free time is a great danger. Sometimes we feel that too much Krishna consciousness is not good. I will practice certain quota of Krishna consciousness and then I should have time for material activities also. That is not the path of pure devotional service. It will take long time to achieve perfection that way. Srila Prabhupada is saying, and all other activities, humanitarian activity, philanthropic activity, opening hospital, charitable institution, these are all pious activities, Prabhupada says. But devotional service is beyond pious activity. Devotional service is the most pious activity because it is service to Krishna, and because Krishna is everyone's father, service to Krishna includes the welfare of everyone. Yasmin tushte jagat tushtam. Text 28. Devahutir uvacha kachit tvaya uchita bhaktihi Kidrishi mama gochara yaya padam te nirvanam anjasan vashanava aham. After hearing these beautiful instructions about devotional service from Bhagwan Kapil Dev, Shri Devahuti Mata is saying, on hearing this statement of the Lord, Mother Devahuti inquired, what kind of devotional service is worth developing? Kachit tvaya uchita bhakti, and practicing to help me easily and immediately attain the service of your lotus feet. Anjasa means immediately. Anvashnavai shall attain. How can I attain your lotus feet? Padam te nirvanam. How can I attain liberation? By achieving your lotus feet, means personal bhakti to Bhagwan. How can I? By practicing devotional service. I want to know the process, how I can achieve you. I want to know more details. In the previous verse, Bhagwan Kapil Dev explained that by being absorbed in bhakti for me, you can attain me in this lifetime, giving up material pleasures. Mother Devoti wants to know the process of how to fix the mind on Krishna, how to engage in bhakti. She wants to know. Srila Prabhupada makes an important point in the purport. Srila Prabhupada writes, it is stated in Bhagavad Gita that no one is barred from rendering service to the Lord. Whether one is a woman or a laborer or a merchant, if he engages himself in devotional service of the Lord, he is promoted to the Tepiyanti Paramgatim. Striya Vaishya Tatha Shudras. Shri Krishna says at the end of the 9th chapter, they can attain the highest perfection. And Prabhupada says in the last sentence, very important, the devotional service most suitable for different types of devotees is determined and fixed by the mercy of the spiritual master. The spiritual master knows exactly what service we are meant for. Today is the auspicious appearance day, 76th Vyas Puja of Param Puja, His Holiness Srila Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. How Srila Prabhupada recognized the transcendental qualities and the potential of Srila Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. Srila Prabhupada gave 50 instructions personally to Srila Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. Srila Prabhupada asked Srila Jayapataka Swami Maharaj to develop the Mayapur project, to preach, to become a Diksha Guru. So many instructions. Srila Prabhupada even remarked that Srila Jayapataka Swami Maharaj is an associate eternally of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he has come to help me. So, Srila Prabhupada writes, the devotional service most suitable for different types of devotees is determined and fixed by the spiritual master. Gurudev knows what service we are meant to do. And therefore, the Guru Pradatta Seva, if Guru Maharaj has said something, we should take it very seriously. If Guru Maharaj has said, once a week you go and cook for Jagannath in the temple, then you should do that service. If Guru Maharaj has said, you serve Nitai Gaur Hari, serve Nitai Gaur Hari. By giving the name, Guru Maharaj is giving service. This is Nitai Gaur Hari, now you serve. It is Guru Pradatta Seva. This Guru Pradatta Seva should be most dear to our heart. It is this service that is going to help us attain Krishna. Not service that we choose, service that Guru Maharaj gives. Similarly, Srila Prabhupada is saying we should have deities in Mayapur temple. And somebody asked, Prabhupada, how we will find Pujari who will serve Radha Madhav? And just then Jananivas Prabhu walked in. Prabhupada said, here comes the Pujari. Prabhupada would say. See, similarly, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, first meeting in Calcutta, 1921. You are an educated young man. Why don't you preach Krishna consciousness in the English language all over the world? So many people met Prabhupada. Prabhupada did not instruct like that. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. How he instructed our Prabhupada. Guru knows exactly what service we are supposed to do. So whatever service Guru Maharaj gives us, we should make it our life and soul. Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kurunandana. Very important purport. Text 29. So in this way, Mother Devoti is asking Bhagwan Kapil Dev, What is that devotional service that will help me attain your lotus feet in this lifetime? Text 29. Yo yogo bhagavad bano nirvanatmam tvayoditah kidrisha kati changani yatastatvavabodhanam. Mother Devoti further says the mystic yoga system, as you have explained, aims at the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yogo Bhagavad Bano. Ban, aiming at the Supreme Lord, is meant for completely ending material existence. Nirvanatmams Tvayoditaha. It is meant for ending all material activities, material existence. Please let me know the nature of that yoga system. What is exactly this yoga system? How many ways are there by which one can understand the truth? One can understand in truth that sublime yoga. Kidrisha, Kati, Cha Angani. How many branches are there of this yoga system? Please tell me this yoga system in detail. The yoga system by which I can attain you, the Supreme Lord, in this lifetime. I want to know it in detail. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada says there are different kinds of mystic yoga systems aiming for different phases of the absolute truth. The Jnana Yoga system aims at Brahman, Jnana Marg, Brahman. The Hatha Yoga system aims at Paramatma in the heart. Whereas Bhakti Yoga or devotional service is aimed towards the Supreme Lord, Bhagavan, and it is executed mainly in 9 different ways. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasam, Sakhyamatma Nivedanam. Now, Srila Prabhupada writes, but here Mother Devoti especially refers to Bhakti Yoga system. She is not referring to Jnana Yoga system, impersonal Brahman. She is not referring to Hatha Yoga system, Paramatma, where Ashtanga Yoga is for. She is talking about Bhakti Yoga. But she says, how can I attain your lotus feet? That is Bhakti Yoga. Srila Prabhupada addresses a very important point here. So all of you, please pay attention. Look at the last paragraph. Srila Prabhupada says, sometimes it is asked how the living entity falls down from the spiritual world to the material world. Everybody's ears are now trained. Okay. Srila Prabhupada says, sometimes it is asked how the living entity falls down from the spiritual world to the material world. Here is the answer. Unless one is elevated to the Vaikuntha planets, directly in touch with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagwan, he is prone to fall down, either from the impersonal Brahman realization or from an ecstatic trance of meditation. Another word in this verse, Bhagavad Ban, is very significant. Ban means arrow. The Bhakti Yoga system is just like an arrow aiming up to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Bhakti Yoga system never urges one towards the impersonal Brahman effulgence or to the point of Paramatma realization. This Ban or arrow is so sharp and swift that it goes directly to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, penetrating the regions of impersonal Brahman and localized Paramatma, beyond Paramatma, beyond Brahmajyoti, directly to Lord Bhagavan, Krishna, in the Vaikuntha planets. So here Srila Prabhupada says, unless one is Bhagavan realized, there is always a danger of fall down. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur agrees with this in Jaiva Dharma, that it is possible to fall down from the Brahmajyoti. Jivas in this material world do come from Brahmajyoti. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also agrees in Jaiva Dharma. Srila Prabhupada has written it many times in the purports. However, Srila Jiva Goswami in the Sandarbha says that it is not possible to fall down from Brahmajyoti because it is also a bona fide liberation, and liberation is eternal. And Brahmajyoti also is a bona fide aspect of the Supreme Absolute Truth. So, from Brahmajyoti, one cannot fall down. Now, different acharyas can say things in a different way, or there can be some apparent difference in opinion. what we can understand is that from Brahma Jyoti, from a devotional point of view, it is not a very desirable destination. Because Sripad Prabodhananda Saraswati says, Kaivalyam Narakayate. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, Na yoga siddhir na mamastu yoko vaikuntha loke pina parshadatvam. Premapina syaditi ched tarantu mamastu vrindavana eva vasa. Everything is negated. Shri Vritrasur Maharaj in 6th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam also says, Nanaka prishtham, nacha paryameshtham, na sarvabhaumam, apunar bhavam va. I don't even want mukti. Apunar means mukti. Na apunar bhavam va. So it doesn't want mukti also. So mukti is negated. Brahmajyoti is attaining Brahmajyoti is declined by these great authorities like Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Shri Vritrasur Maharaj, Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur. Because in the Brahmajyoti there is no Prabhupada. In the Brahmajyoti there is no Guru Maharaj. In the Brahmajyoti there is no Radharani. In the Brahmajyoti there is no Rupa Manjari. In the Brahmajyoti there is no Rati Manjari. There is no Leela in the Brahmajyoti. So who wants to go to Brahmajyoti? No, we don't want to go to Brahmajyoti. And Srila Prabhupada doesn't want us to go to Brahmajyoti. Srila Prabhupada wants us to attain Vaikuntha. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada is telling us like this. And really, if you think from the rasa point of view, attaining Brahmajyoti without service to Guru and Gauranga is spiritual suicide. There is no relationship. There is no rasa in Brahmajyoti. So that's why we have to understand this. So Prabhupada says, unless and until you are Bhagwan realized, because the swarup of the jiva is to serve Krishna. Jivera swarup hai Krishna ra Nityadas. And there is no dasatva in Brahmajyoti. Therefore, we should understand that as long as we are not Bhagwan realized, there is no real happiness. There is bliss in Brahmajyoti. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that Brahmajyoti is the abode of unlimited happiness. There is bliss. There is shanti. There is no more birth, old age, disease, death. However, if a soul wants to be promoted to Vaikuntha, the jiva needs two things: Guru Krishna Kripa and practice of bhakti. And therefore, unless we are Bhagwan realized, it is not a complete evolution of the soul, because the Jivara Swarupa Krishna Nityadas. We have to reach the point of dasatva. So that's a very important thing you have to understand. There is no need to think that Srila Jiva Goswami and Srila Prabhupada are giving two completely different opinions and therefore we have to align with one of them. No, there is reconciliation. So one may question why Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur is saying Kaivalyam Narakayate. That liberation in the Brahmajyoti is like hell. Now one may question, Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur, batao, which scripture it is mentioned like this? That Brahmajyoti attainment is like hell. No. From the rasa point of view, it is hell. Because of all the reasons we discussed. There is no relationship with Krishna, there is no service to Krishna, there is no association of devotees, there is no Guru, Gauranga, Radharani, not there. So therefore, we have to understand things from the tattva point of view as well as from the rasa point of view. Text 30. Tad etanme vijanihi yatha mandadhir hare sukham buddhyeya durbodham yosha bhavat anugrahat. Mother Devahuti is saying, my dear son Kapil Dev, after all, I am a woman. Hare Krishna. I am a woman. Yatha aham mandadhir hare. Oh Hari, oh my Lord, I am mandadhi. It is very difficult for me to understand the absolute truth because my intelligence is not very great. But if You will kindly explain it to me. Even though I am not very intelligent, I can understand it and thereby feel transcendental happiness. Sukham buddhyeya. I will, if I understand the tattva, then I will get real happiness. Real happiness is in understanding Krishna because Krishna is a source of all happiness. He is called Ram. Krishna is Sat Chid Ananda Vigraha. So, unless we are in touch with Krishna, we cannot be really happy. And to understand Krishna, we need Guru. Therefore, Mother Devahuti is accepting her son, who is Lord Hari, addressed here as Hare in the vocative. Hare Krishna. She is accepting her son as the Guru. Because without Guru, one cannot understand spiritual truth. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada says, knowledge of the absolute truth is not very easily understood by ordinary, less intelligent men. But if the spiritual master is kind enough to the disciple, however unintelligent the disciple may be, then by the divine grace of the spiritual master, everything is revealed. What is the difference between approaching a guru and directly studying Shastra? Who can tell? Please raise your hand. What is the difference between directly studying Shastra and studying it under the Guru? Yes, Ajay Govind Prabhu.
Prabhuji, the benefit of studying the scripture is under the guidance of a spiritual master is that we get as it is. When we are understanding it on our own, we may do mental speculation and may not get it completely or rightly.
Absolutely correct. When we study by ourselves, we are by ourselves. We are using our own intelligence. But when we study under the guidance of Shri Guru, Guru is Tattvadarshi. Guru has walked that path successfully and attained the destination. Guru has attained Krishna. When we study under Guru, then it is not just our intelligence. Our intelligence still is required, even when we are under Guru, to understand. But when we study by ourselves, it is just our intelligence. We are trying to understand Krishna. But when we are under the Guru, it is our intelligence plus the Guru is giving intelligence to understand. Now tell me which is better. So naturally, if we study under the Guru, Guru is giving intelligence, Guru is giving the understanding, Guru is helping us to grasp the subject properly. Srila Prabhupada says, however unintelligent a disciple may be, by the divine grace of spiritual master, everything is revealed. And Srila Prabhupada quotes Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado. Simply if we please the Guru, serve the Guru, then Krishna is happy. Once Srila Prabhupada was asked, how do we know that Krishna is happy with our devotional service? And Srila Prabhupada says, just see if your Guru is happy. If Guru is happy, Krishna is happy. So simple. If Guru says, I am very pleased with you, that is perfection of life. Yasya prasadad bhagavat prasado. So Devoti Mataji is taking a very humble position. Prabhupada writes, Devahuti requested her son, great son, Bhagwan Kapil Dev, to be merciful towards her because she was a less intelligent woman and also his mother. By the grace of Kapil Dev, it was quite possible for her to understand the absolute truth. Like that. So she's taking a humble position. She's saying, I am a woman. I am less intelligent. Now, ordinarily, we say, I am less intelligent. Please pay attention, dear devotees. We say, we are less intelligent. We say, I am very fallen. Isn't it? When devotees glorify, Shamavalli Mataji, you are such a great devotee. No, no, Prabhuji, I am very fallen. Immediately we say, I am very fallen. I am very much in Maya. I am not a good devotee. We say or we don't say? We say, na? How many times all of us have said this? I am not a good devotee. I am insincere. I am a fallen soul. Okay. Now, analyze this. I will not take anybody's name, but XYZ devotee. I am telling that devotee, you are a fallen soul. You are insincere. You are less intelligent. You are contaminated. If I tell a devotee like that, then we don't like it. We say, I am fallen, cool, no problem. Because now everybody's going to think I am so humble, and humility is a good quality, divine quality. So I get brownie points. But somebody else says, or worst is somebody comes and tells, like I tell somebody, XYZ devotee, do you know that ABC devotee was saying that you are very insincere, you are a very fallen devotee? Then even more anger. Ah, why is he spreading rumors about me? Why is he criticizing me? Isn't it? But here, Devahuti Mata is saying, I am a woman. I am less intelligent. I am fallen. I am Mandadhi. She is accepting that position of being less intelligent. So if someone tells us you are less intelligent, if we are Mahajanana Gatha Sapanta, if you are following in the footsteps of Mother Devoti, then we'll accept it. Yes, I am less intelligent. But sometimes we get angry when we hear statement. Women are less intelligent. Women get angry. Why? It is said like this. We should feel happy. Yes, see, women are less intelligent. Therefore, I am a woman, I am less intelligent. Like Mother Devoti. She's openly saying, I am a woman, I am less intelligent. But now when we read a statement, women are less intelligent, sometimes there is opposition. Why Prabhupada is being anti-woman? Why Krishna is saying things against ladies? Do you want to become a good devotee? Yes or no? If the answer is yes, then take a loudspeaker and loudly scream, I am fallen, I am fallen. Krishna says, I am fallen. Shastra says, I am fallen. Guru says, I am fallen. Prabhupada says, I am fallen. I am fallen. That is the way to uplift oneself, to accept that one is fallen, not argue why they are saying we are fallen, why they are targeting against women. We should be ecstatic. Imagine if Shastra says men are less intelligent. Ecstasy. Yes, we are less intelligent. We need Bhagavatam. We need Hare Krishna Mahamantra. We need the mercy of Prabhupada. We need the mercy of Guru. I am fallen. I am less intelligent. Now please help me. That is the better way to take it. Text 31. Maitreya Uvacha Viditvartham Kapilo Matur Itham Jatasneho Yatra Tanvabhijatah Tatvam Nayam Yat Pravadanti Sankhyam Provacha Vai Bhakti Vitana Yogam. Shri Maitreya Muni said, after hearing the statement of his mother, Kapiladev could understand her purpose and he became compassionate towards her. Jata Sneha. He became compassionate. Who wants Krishna to become compassionate? Dinabandho Jagatpate. If we want Krishna to become compassionate, then we have to proclaim, I am less intelligent. I am fallen. I am Mandadhi. Then Krishna will look. If someone says, I am Sumedha, then okay, you don't need me. You don't need me. You have a lot of intelligence. You don't need me. But we say that I am Manda Buddhi. I am Mandadhi. Then Krishna will say, Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam. Yena mam upayantite. I will give you knowledge. You are less intelligent. I will give you knowledge. Yogakshamam Vahamyam. You can come to me. So you have to accept. He became compassionate towards her. Jata Sneha. He became compassionate towards her because of being born of her body. Hare Krishna. So Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagwan, but still he never forgets his relationships. So if we have a relationship with Krishna of a das, dasoho mitvam matva kshamasva madhusudana, I am your das, then Krishna will always protect us because there is a relationship. You all remember, we recently covered a very, very vital section of Bhakti Vaibhava course. And what was that? The conversation between Lord Vishnu, Jai Vijay, and Chatu Sana, the four Kumar brothers. There, the doorkeepers, gatekeepers of Vaikuntha are getting cursed, Jai Vijay are getting cursed. But who gets apnapan from Lord Narayan? Who is considered to be Lord Narayan's people? Is it the four Kumaras or is it Jai Vijay? Who remembers? Yes, Satyarupa Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Jai Vijay, because Vishnu says, whatever aparad they have made, I consider it as my aparad and please forgive them.
Very nice. That was such a marmic section where Jai Vijay are being chastised. Four Kumar brothers' curse is being accepted by Lord Vishnu. But still, Lord Vishnu is through his speech indicating that Jai Vijay mere hai, mere log hai. He is giving respect to Jai Vijay or to Chatusana, but Chatusana are bahar ke log. They are visitors. Ye mere hai, Jai Vijay. And Krishna says that you go, but I will come and save you every time you go. And you will always remember me. Even though inimically, but you will always remember me. So nice. That section was very nice. So here, after hearing the request of Mother Devavati that I am less intelligent, please instruct me in yoga. Yes, I am not capable of understanding this system of yoga by which in this lifetime I can attain your lotus feet. But if you explain, if you give me the shamata, if you give me the capacity to understand, then I may be able to understand. Oh ho ho ho. Hearing this, jata sneha. Affection, compassionate, arose in the heart of Lord Kapildev. He remembered his position as the son of Mother Devavati. He described the Sankhya system. Sankhyam provacha vai bhakti, which is in fact devotional service and mystic realization, yogam also. He described Sankhya system of philosophy, which is a combination of devotional service and mystic realization, as received by disciplic succession. Text 32. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Devanam Gunalinganam Anushravika Karmanam Sattva Evaika Manaso Vritti Swabhaviki Tuya Animitta Bhagavati Bhakti Siddher Gariyasi. Lord Kapiladev said, the senses are symbolic representations of the demigods, and their natural inclination is to work under the direction of the Vedic injunctions. As the senses are representatives of the demigods, so the mind is the representative of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Indriyanam manah chasmi. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says. Krishna is the mind. The mind's natural duty is to serve. When that service spirit is engaged in devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan, without any motive, animitta, bhagavati bhaktihi, that is far better than even salvation. Siddhe gariyasi. Siddhi means liberation. Gariyasi is better. Better than liberation is when there is unmotivated bhakti for Krishna. Animitta bhagavati bhakti. That is the best. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada says, in the third paragraph, of course, Srila Prabhupada previously explains that mind is the leader of all the senses because all the other senses, eyes, ears, tongue, they follow the mind. Mind says, I want to watch a movie. The eyes will look at the movie. The mind demands. In the second paragraph, Srila Prabhupada says that the senses are called Rishik and Ish means the master. Krishna's name is Rishikesh, means Krishna is the master of all our senses, Jnanendriyas, Karmendriyas. Therefore, with our senses, including the mind, Mana Shashtani Indriyani, we have to serve Krishna. All the senses, eyes, nose, tongue, ears, skin, we are supposed to serve Krishna because Krishna is the master. With the mind, we are supposed to think Krishna, think of Krishna. Eyes take darshan of Krishna, read about Krishna. With the ears, hear about Krishna. with the tongue, taste Krishna Prasad. And Karmendriya also, with our Vak Shakti, speech, we're supposed to glorify Krishna. Vandanam. Then in the third paragraph, Srila Prabhupada says, Lord Kapil Dev said that when the senses, without desire for material profit or other selfish motives, are engaged in the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one is situated in devotional service. Animitta Bhagavati Bhakti. That is important. Animitta. Ahetuki. Without any motive. Sarvapadhir vinirmukta tatparatvam nirmalam. Nirmal bhakti. Without any contamination of selfish motive. Anya abhilashita shunyam. That is called pure bhakti. And Srila Prabhupada says that when the senses are engaged in the service of Lord Krishna and there is no motive, it is called animitta. And it is the natural inclination of the mind. Krishna consciousness is the natural inclination of the mind. Text 33. Jarayat ashu ya kosham nigirnam analo yatha. Only 2 lines in the verse. Translation. Bhakti or devotional service dissolves the subtle body. Jarayati means to dissolve. Kosham, the subtle body. Bhakti dissolves the subtle body of the living entity without separate effort. Just as fire in the stomach digests all that we eat. Nigirnam, what we have eaten, anala yatha. Just like the Jatharagni digests all the food. Similarly, bhakti dissolves, evaporates the subtle body. Subtle body is the mind, intelligence, ego, ahankar. And it is also called Karan Sharir because it is the cause of repeated births because material desires are there. Therefore, we take birth. Karana Gunasangasya Sad Asad Yoni Janmasu. Because of our association with different modes of material nature, gunas in the Prakriti, we associate Sangha. Because of that, we get good or bad birth. Therefore, in the verse that we discussed today in the beginning, Lord Kapil Dev Muni Bhagwan is advising us not to serve Prakriti, not to serve the 3 modes of material nature. That is the way. And many times we are asked, what happens to the subtle body? The gross body dies every birth, but what happens to the subtle body? Subtle body also gets dissolved by bhakti when we attain Bhagwan, when we go to Vaikuntha. There is no subtle body there, only spiritual body. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada says, bhakti is in a far higher position than mukti. Because a person's endeavor to get liberation from material engagement is automatically served in devotional service. Liberation, mukti, is part of bhakti. Therefore, bhakti is superior. Mukti is included because bhakti takes us to Krishna. And Krishna means Mukta Pada. Mukta Pada Sadaya Bhak. That is Krishna. Sri Bilvamangal Thakur explained this position very nicely. He said, if I have unflinching devotion unto the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, then mukti or liberation serves me as my maid servant. Mukti, the maid servant, is always ready to do whatever I ask. Mukti Kritanjali. Srila Bilvamangal Thakur says, Mukti is standing with folded hands to serve me, but I don't have time because I am engaged in service of Krishna. That is the glory of bhakti. Srila Bilvamangal Thakur is not putting down Mukti. Srila Bilvamangal Thakur is simply proclaiming the glory of bhakti. Again, Srila Prabhupada emphasizes, for a devotee, liberation is no problem at all. Look at the second paragraph, first sentence. Have you ever seen a sentence like this anywhere? Srila Prabhupada says, for a devotee, liberation is no problem at all. Liberation takes place without separate endeavor. Just like if you have $1 million, $1 is included in that. And there is much more. Bhakti, therefore, is far better than mukti, Srila Prabhupada says. And then Prabhupada concludes the purport by saying, it is confirmed by Lord Kapildev that bhakti or devotional service is gariyasi, more glorious than siddhi or liberation. So nice it is. It is better than liberation. We saw now bhakti siddhir gariyasi. Clearly. Animitta bhagavati bhakti siddhir gariyasi. Better than siddhi. Better than liberation. Text 34. नयकात्मतां मे स्पृहयन्ति केचिन् मत्पादसेवाभिरता मदीहा यन्योन्यतो भागवता प्रसज्य सभाजयन्ते मम पौरुषाणि. Bhagwan Kapil Dev Muni is saying, a pure devotee who is attached to the activities of devotional service and who always engages in the service of my lotus feet, mat pada seva, abhirata, means one who is always engaged in service of my lotus feet. And very important, na eka atmatam me, he does not want to become one with me. How clearly Srimad Bhagavatam is saying that Sayujya Mukti is absolutely not desired by a devotee. Never desires to become one with me. Na ekatmatam me, does not want to merge in me, does not want to become one with me. Such a devotee who is unflinchingly engaged, such a devotee who is unflinchingly engaged always glorifies my pastimes and my activities. Sabha Jayante, he'll say Jai Jaikar of Mama Paurushani. Mama Paurushani. Krishna's power, Krishna's glory is proclaimed and glorified by the pure devotee who does not want Sayujya Mukti and who is Mat Pada Sevabhirata, who is always engaged in service of Krishna's lotus feet, and Mad Iha, endeavoring to attain Krishna. Arjun wanted Krishna. Whether Krishna fights, doesn't fight. Duryodhan wanted Krishna's energy. Ravan wanted Lord Ramachandra's energy, Shri Sita Devi. He didn't want Ram. He wanted Ram's energy. And that is a demoniac mentality, materialistic mentality. We want Krishna. We want to serve Krishna. In serving Krishna, his energies are automatically included. Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport, there are 5 kinds of liberations. We know them. One of them is Ekatmatam, becoming one with Krishna, Sayujya Mukti. And this is never accepted by a devotee. A devotee never accepts this kind of liberation. Ekatvam. The other 4 liberations are to be promoted to the same planet as God, Vaikuntha, Salokya, to associate personally with the Supreme Lord, Samipya, to achieve the same opulence as the Lord, Sarashti, and 4th, to attain the same bodily features as the Supreme Lord, Sarupya. There are the 5 liberations. One is becoming one with God, and these 4, same planet, personal associate of the Lord, same opulences as the Lord, means same Aishwarya as the Lord, and same bodily features. These are the other 4. So 5 total. 1 plus 4, 5. Srila Prabhupada writes, a pure devotee, as will be explained by Kapil Dev Muni, does not aspire for any of these 5 liberations. Salokya Sarashti Samepya Sayujya Ekatam Apyuta Diyamanamna. Salokya Sarashti Samepya Sarupya Ekatam Apyuta Diyamanamna Grinanti Vinamat Sevanam Jana. A devotee, pure devotee, will not will not accept any of these 5 liberations if it does not have bhakti, seva to Krishna. And then Srila Prabhupada very famously says, very beautiful, a pure devotee, as will be explained by Kapil Dev Muni, does not aspire for any of the 5 liberations. He especially despises. Despises means looks down upon, hates, despises as hellish the idea of becoming one with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sri Prabodhananda Saraswati, a great devotee of Lord Chaitanya, said, Kaivalyam Narakayate, the happiness of becoming one with the Supreme Lord, which is aspired for by the Mayavadis, is considered hellish. That oneness is not for pure devotees. Srila Prabhupada clearly says. Then Srila Prabhupada explains that actually, in the second paragraph, actually the impersonalists do not merge into the existence of the Supreme Person but into his bodily lustre called Brahmajyoti. They cannot become Krishna or Ram. They merge in the effulgence of Bhagavan, Brahmajyoti, the impersonalist. Prabhupada says very nicely now, clearly, although that Brahmajyoti is not different from Krishna's personal body, that sort of oneness merging into the bodily lustre or effulgence of the Bhagwan is not accepted by a pure devotee because devotees engage in greater pleasure than the so-called pleasure of merging into his existence. And that greatest pleasure, Prabhupada says, is to serve the Lord. Seva. Then Srila Prabhupada says in the third paragraph, the words Mama Paurushani are significant. Devotees are very much attached to glorifying the activities of the Lord, whereas the Mayavadis cannot even think of the Leela. What is our life, dear devotees, without Krishna Leela? है ना? Everything we do, Sharad Purnima will come. Ras Leela. Kartik month, Damodar Leela. Now Ram Navami, all Ram Leela going on. Now Narsimha Chaturdashi will come, all 7th canto Narsimha Bhagwan pastimes will start. And then Jhulan Yatra, Jhulan Vrindavan pastimes. Then Balram Jayanti will come, nice Sakha pastimes of Balramji. Janmashtami will come, Krishna Leela. Radhashtami will come, Radha Krishna Leela. So beautiful. Our whole year goes like that. Then Kartik ends and we start preparing for Advaita Saptami, Nityanand Trayodashi, Gaur Purnima, Ram Navami, Narsimha. It goes on and on. Always we are meditating on Krishna Leela. But impersonalists cannot meditate on Leela only. Because impersonalists don't want to have a relationship with Krishna. There is no rasa. Text 35. Paschanti te me ruchiran ambasantaha prasanna vaktrarunalochanani rupani divyani vara pradani sakam vacham sprihaniyam vadanti. Bhagwan Kapil Dev Muni is saying, O my mother, my devotees always see the smiling face of my form, with eyes like the rising morning sun. Aruna Lochanani. They like to see my various transcendental forms. Rupani Divyani. My divine forms they want to see, which are all benevolent. Vara Pradani. Vara Pradani. So beautiful. We were reading in Ramayana. Shabri Devi gives some little wild fruits to Lord Ram and Lakshman, and Lord Ram says, ask for benediction. Ask for benediction. Narsimha Bhagwan to Prahlad Maharaj, ask for benediction. Bhagwan Narayan to Dhruv Maharaj, ask for benediction. Mahaprabhu, Mahaprakash Dila, to everybody, ask for benediction. Krishna is Vara Draj. He likes to give Var. Here, Bhagwan Kapil Dev says, I am Vara Pradani. I like to give benedictions to my devotees. And they also talk favorably with me. Sakam Vacham Sprihaniyam Vadanti. Very nicely, they talk to me. These are the activities of devotional service. These are the activities of the devotees. They Pashyanti, they see me Ruchirani. They see my beautiful form. Amba, he's addressing his mother as mother, Amba. Santa, these are the activities of Santa, the devotees. Prasanna Vaktra, they see my smiling face. Pashyanti Aruna Lochanani, they see my beautiful eyes. Pashyanti Rupani Divyani, they see my transcendental forms. And how are my forms? Vara Pradhani, always giving benedictions to the devotees. And they talk to me very favorably. Vacham Sprihaniyam Vadanti Sakam. With me, they speak very favorably. These are the activities of the Santa, the pure devotees. Now, Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport, Mayavadis and atheists accept the forms of the deities in the temple of the Lord as idols. Even certain Vidharmis also. Certain Vidharmi, they also call it idol worship. They say these are the activities of Satan, what you people do. They don't understand the concept of deity worship. Prabhupada says, Mayavadis and atheists accept the forms of the deities in the temple of the Lord as idols. But devotees do not worship idols. We don't do idol worship. The devotees directly worship the personality of Godhead in his Archa incarnation. Therefore, it's called Archanam, serving a special incarnation of Krishna called Archamurti. Krishna comes in the form of a deity. Archa refers to the form which we can worship in our present condition. That is a definition of Archa. I repeat, what is the definition of a deity? Archa refers to the form of the Lord which we can worship in our present condition. So Krishna takes form from matter, so we can worship. That's called Archa Vigraha, form of Krishna, made of earth, metal, marble, like that, wood, and we can worship. And Prabhupada says there are many Shastric injunctions which give instructions for carving forms of the Lord. We don't just make any form and say this is Krishna, this is Ram, this is Lord Gauranga. No. Based on the description of Bhagwan's Swarup mentioned in the Shastra, accordingly, the deity is carved. And then a pure devotee requests, Hey Bhagwan, Shri Krishna, oh Srimati Radharani, please appear in this form. And then the worship begins. Prabhupada explains that devotees, towards the end of the purport, devotees express their minds before the deity. Are you all listening attentively? Srila Prabhupada is saying the devotees express their minds before the deity. And in many instances, the deity also gives answers. Hari Bol! How many of us are talking to our deities? Jai! We have to converse with Nitai Shachinandan. They are listening. And Prabhupada says they will answer also. Sometimes devotees put chits and they pray. And then they pick up chits. Those of you who have done, they are smiling. The devotees pray, talk to the deities, and the deities reciprocate. And devotees have faith. And that is everything. For a devotee, everything is faith. Such a beautiful sentence of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada is saying, the devotees express their minds before the deity, and in many instances, the deity also gives answers. Can you give me some example where a deity gave answer? Devotee asked and deity gave answer. Think. Okay. Let's say Shama Vallavi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. Prabhuji, when I was in Mayapur recently, I heard this pastime. Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, once he went to Geeta Nagari and they did not have the money to pay the rent, it seems. Then Bhakti Tirtha Swami was doing this Mangalarti. That time, the deities told you go and meet Bhakta, I forgot the name. So after the Mangalarti, he came and told Chandramouli Maharaj, so such and such a person, the Lord told me to contact, and that person has come for the Mangalarti. And when he went to him, he told that story that in something car race or something, he got some car. But he told, I have car, but you give me cash for that. So exactly that amount which they needed, he got it, and he came to give it to Geeta Nagari temple so that they got it. So Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, the Lord reciprocated directly. So this was asked to Shrivas Thakur Prabhu, I think, Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj disciple.
Yes, yes.
So he told Chandramauli Maharaj, His Holiness Chandramauli Maharaj asked once, how you want to follow, your Guru Maharaj is not there, how you want to, I want to follow his I want to follow him like that, he told. Then His Holiness Chandramauli Maharaj told, you're a fool, how can you follow him? Because he is directly talking with the deities, you cannot follow him. Then he told, I will follow his instructions. Then Chandramauli Maharaj told, yes, that is better, good. Like that. So the Lord reciprocated with them directly.
Jai. Thank you. Pandit Prabhu and Shikha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandra Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, two examples. Like one example is Shakshi Gopal, where they like Thakurji like come to and
Madhavendra Puri wanted to taste the
yeah.
Amrit Keli Kheer, and for Madhavendra Puri, Shripad Madhavendra Puri, for his sake, Gopinath stole. Very good example. Next, second.
No, Prabhuji, this is the first example. Madhavendra Puri, you already told. Shakshi Gopal, when the devotee, the priest promised that I will marry my daughter to the
Very nice example.
Will
you be the witness?
Will you be the
Shakshi
witness?
Gopalji
Yeah.
agreed.
Yeah.
I will come.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Excellent examples. Very nice examples, both of them. Yes, Shamchandra Prabhu, Hari Bol.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, are you in
Pranam.
Vrindavan?
Yes, Prabhu. I'm in Vrindavan.
50th anniversary.
Yeah. We were involved in we fortunate to be part of the celebrations,
Amazing.
and it was very nice. And so one week full, it was charged celebrations morning to evening, and
So
especially the
historical,
evening.
probably you got to witness
Oh, wonderful.
history.
Wonderful. And so many disciples of Srila Prabhupada here and sharing nectars after nectar, unbelievable. And some of them are coming after some 40 years, 30 years like that to Vrindavan. And so Janardhan Maharaj was appealing that please come every year now. Like don't, So they were all in tears because they didn't even know whether the next year, how many will be in this world. So
Correct.
that was the situation. So many Matajis also, disciples of Prabhupada. It was wonderful. And every day the drama that was put up by different wonderful artistic devotees and all, it was so good. Everything was so flawless that we didn't feel like coming out of the temple only, morning to evening. It
Hare
was so
Krishna.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Prabhu, one example that comes to my mind, in fact, two I can think of. One is shared by His Grace Sripad Mukundatta Prabhu himself in 1980-81 when he was he was having problems when he came to Vrindavan for the first time, and then he was serving Sri Radha Shyam Sundar also, and then because of his health grounds, he thought of going back and not staying in Vrindavan. So he didn't know what to do. So he was praying before Radha Shyam Sundar altar, and just when he was meditating whether should he stay back or not, immediately the garland fell from the hands of Srimati Radharani, and that was enough for Sripad Mukund Datta Prabhu to understand that Radharani wants him to be here, and ever since that he's been here 40-45 years now, he has not gone back. So that's shared by him personally. And one story about myself, it's very crude, but I want to say that how I came into Krishna conscious, that is because of Radha Rasbehari's mercy. When I came back from Saudi Arabia in 97, and lot of my money was stuck up in Saudi Arabia, and there was no way during those days to communicate so rapidly and get the money. And my employer told me that you go back and we will settle it slowly. And eventually I thought that money is gone. So my dear godbrother Mukund Madhav Prabhu, he suggested me to help BI library there in the Jew temple. So at that time, I just stood before Radha Rasbehari deities and I said, that, if you can help to release that money, which is stuck up in Saudi Arabia, then 50% is yours. And and Prabhu, chamatkar ho gaya. Within 1 week, I am getting a letter from Saudi Arabia that we have cleared all your dues and we are sending the money to you. And this is something even some of my colleagues told me it has never happened in the history of the company. एक बार छोड़ के गया तो गया, पैसा गया. Then immediately I ran to Mukund Madhav Prabhu. I said, yes, I want to do this seva in this BI library to set up the complete paneling, glass paneling, because they want to do a special type of glass paneling to prevent the loud kirtans coming inside the library. That was the soundproof.
Right.
So
right.
that seva in the memory of my beloved mother, in her name, Srimati Raji Ranganathan, is still there. So this is Radha Rasbihari's reciprocation, which increased my faith towards Radha Rasbihari.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Shamchandra Prabhu, for sharing this. Both the pastimes, both the stories. Kamal Gopika
Hare
Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
So, they already told about Sakshi Gopal. Then in Jagannath Puri, Jagannath Baldev, Jagannath ji, many times there are so many stories. He reciprocated. He told to the pujari, just like he wanted to eat the khichdi. The khichdi was serving by the senior devotee, the old lady, every morning. Jagannath
Using her
was
datun to
serving.
stir it.
Yes.
Thank
And then
you.
one story was the mangoes. So he wanted to eat the mango. And then that devotee was from the low caste. He was not allowed to go into the temple. So Jagannath told to the pujari that I want to eat that mango. So,
Thank you. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Meenakshi Vrajgopi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Yesterday we celebrated Guru Maharaj Vyas Puja in Mayapur. So in that I came to read across this pastime. One time Guru Maharaj was chanting. That time he got the realization that Radha Madhav want to come out of the altar to see Guru Maharaj. Then he conveyed to nearby devotee. That devotee got bewildered. What? How big Radha Madhav? How come they want to come out? And how is it possible? He was so bewildered. And Guru Maharaj told that you go and tell to Jananivas Prabhu. Then he went to the altar and told Jananivas Prabhu that Guru Maharaj told that Radha Madhav want to come out of the altar. Then Jananivas Prabhu told, yes, they want to come out of the altar. Then after that, he given Chota Radha Madhav to the devotee.
Hare
So this I
Krishna.
remember.
Jai, Jai. Thank you. Ajay Govind Prabhu.
Prabhuji, I recall the story of Mukund Das when he was going out and he asked his son Raghunandana to offer the Rajbhog meal to the deities and asked him to make sure that deities would eat. Then he offered the bhoga to Gopinath, and when father came back and asked where's the bhoga, he said the deities have eaten the food, and he did not believe. And the cycle goes on for a couple of days, and then he was hiding behind the curtain and saw that he took a stick and he asked Gopinath to come out and eat the food. And the deities came off the altar and actually ate the prasadam, the bhoga.
Jai. Thank you, Prabhuji. Very nice example. Sharanagat Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare
So
Krishna.
all my examples someone told, but I had in mind these couple of more Prabhuji, that Advaitacharya was praying and then how
Wow.
Lord was appeared.
Very nice.
And then Bhakti Vinod Thakur was praying and then Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur appeared because Bhakti
Wow,
Vinod
very
was
good. Yes,
and
he
then
prayed Ray of
Prabhupada
Krishna.
was also praying that how will I, go and how I'll be successful in the mission. He was crying in front of the deities, and after some days, everyone, the pujari saw this, all the white people there, and then he said that it is
Nice.
reciprocal.
Very nice. Nice example. Yes. Devoti Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी
Hare Krishna.
प्रभु जी 2 एग्जाम्पल, एक तो श्री गौर गोविंद महाराज अपने गोपाल के साथ खेलते थे क्या,
पकड़ा
और
पकड़ी.
और दूसरा श्री सनातन गोस्वामी श्री राधा मदन मोहन जी कहते थे आज नमक मांगा है, कल फिर और मांगोगे.
हाँ. कल चीनी मांगोगे. Yes. Very nice examples. Thank you, Devoti Mataji. Janani Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Jaidev Goswami also had a darshan of Lord Jagannath, that he should marry Padmavati.
Yes.
Padmavati's father also was told by Lord Jagannath.
Yes, yes. Very nice. Very nice example of Jagannath actually. Yes. Manju Bhashani, Malini Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhu. Agradeep, that one, Govinda Ghosh example.
Yes.
He
He
lost
does
his
Shraddha.
wife and
Yes.
Shraddha ceremony. Still
Yes,
they are
yes.
doing.
Still they are doing.
Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you for
Hare
that
Krishna.
nice example. Yes, Shama Kishori Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Aditi has one example. I told her to share, but
Aditi.
I'll share it. Come here,
Aditi,
Adu.
share. We want to hear from Aditi.
Come quickly.
The
Come.
story will become even sweeter when Aditi shares.
Hariva.
Hare Krishna, beta. You have a story of deities reciprocating with the devotees?
Yeah.
Okay,
So, like,
you know what Sripad Vaisheshika Maharaj says, Aditi? When he
What?
tells anybody to give an answer. Okay, Aditi, you can answer, but no and like.
Gopal Bhatta Goswami.
So, Gopal Bhatta Goswami was talking to his shaligram, and like he wanted his shaligram to turn into a deity so that he could use like the cloth to dress his deity.
Yes.
Like to dress the deity.
Who's the deity?
Radharaman.
Hari Bol. Shri Shri Radharaman Lal ki jai. Very nice example, Aditi.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So nice examples to meditate as we go to sleep in America and as we start our day in India for the Indian devotees. So we'll stop here. It's quite late, 9:43. And Krishna willing, we'll continue day after tomorrow. Kamal Gopi Mata, do you want to say something?
Do you have time for the question answer, or we can discuss
Okay,
in
you
the next class?
ask one
No,
question.
we can discuss in the next class, Prabhu. No problem. So I have 2 questions to ask.
2 questions? Okay, ask Mataji.
So, Prabhuji, you said that in verse, just and that in text 28, that devotional service more suitable for the different type of devotee is determined and fixed by the mercy of a spiritual master. So very common question, Prabhuji, means if you don't have much contact with your spiritual master directly or in person, as you know, we have so many layers to approach to the Guru Maharaj. So how we can come to know that what is the special instructions specifically to me to follow? Because we hear in a journal, in the lectures, what Maharaj he gives, and he always says, all the counselors, they says that that is for everyone, na? So you can pick. So just I want to listen from you, means if you can explain a little bit more about it, how to take it.
So there are Samanya Upadesh and Vishesh Upadesh. There are general instructions, which is anybody who is initiated, chant 16 rounds minimum every day attentively on the Tulsi Japamala, follow 4 regulative principles. These are general instructions. Serve in the mission of Srila Prabhupada in the mood of servant of the servant of the servant. These can be taken as our life and soul. This can be taken as our service. That I want to chant attentively. I want to follow the 4 regulative principles carefully. Guru Maharaj lectures we have heard, you should read Prabhupada's books. So studying Srila Prabhupada's books attentively, that can be a personal service that we can take from Guru Maharaj has given this service. I have to study Prabhupada's books. Now, sometimes the Guru Maharaj may give personal instructions specific to the devotee, Vishesh. But if we have not received such an instruction, we don't have personal interactions that many with Gurudev, then those who are the representatives of Gurudev, they may instruct us. Our counselor, spiritual mentor, they may instruct us. A Shiksha Guru may instruct us. And that can be taken as good as instructions of one's Gurudev, because even the Shiksha Guru is representative of the Guru Tattva, Akhanda Guru Tattva. So like that. I hope that helps, Mataji.
Well, Prabhu, in USA there is no counselor system. It's in India, but in USA we don't have any Shiksha Guru or direct representative. There are
Yes,
different devotees, senior devotees. They come and they have different mood and they don't know you in person. So you also hesitate to ask them, and they also means.
yes. So therefore, even though in US officially there is no counselor system, still we should have some devotee who is Sajatiya Snigdha Swatovare, who is like-minded, who has a soft corner for us, and who is more advanced than us to guide us. You can give any name. You can call that person a Shiksha Guru, you can call that person a mentor, a guide, whatever you want to call. Senior Vaishnava, whatever title you want to give, you give. But in your heart, in your life, there should be somebody who you can talk to, ask questions, and who can guide you. But that devotee, he or she should meet three criteria. Should be Sajatiya. Sajatiya means he should have a lot of respect for your Guru Maharaj. He should have a lot of respect for Srila Prabhupada. He should be Sajatiya. He should be like-minded. Then he should be Snigdha. He should have time for you, soft corner for you. He should have affection for you. He or she should be willing to help you. And number three, he should be more advanced than you. Srila Rupa Goswami says this in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, that we should associate with this type of sadhu sangha. So such a sadhu everybody should have in their life who can guide. Otherwise, bhakti is very difficult if there is nobody you can ask questions directly to. Nobody who can verify whether your thoughts are correct or not, whether what you are doing is correct or not. So if we see the history of our sampradaya, every time it is an in person, face to face relationship. So we should have somebody in our life who can guide us. Okay, okay?
Okay, Prabhuji, thank you. And second question, Prabhuji, means what is the destiny for Gyani? It's Brahm Jyoti is the destination,
Correct.
and for the yogi is we say the localized Paramatma.
For the
So,
Ashtanga Yogi, Paramatma.
yeah. So what is it destined for them? Is the Vaikuntha Loka or means?
For Paramatma realization?
Yes.
For Paramatma realization, and both for the Jnani also, see in Bhagavad Gita, it is said that Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate Vasudeva Sarvamiti Sam Mahatma Sudurlabha. If a Jnani is really fortunate, then through Jnanmarg also, which is primarily aimed at Brahma Jyoti, the person will come across Bhakti Shastra like Srimad Bhagavatam and realize that, oh no, I must focus on Bhagwan, not just Brahma Jyoti. Like that. And we'll understand Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Vasudeva is source of Brahma Jyoti. Brahmanoi Pratishtham. Vasudeva is everything. So that is possible. Or one may become Brahmavadi and may merge into the Brahman. For the Paramatma, there is no Paramatma in the spiritual world. But the Lord in the spiritual world manifests here as Shirodakshay Vishnu, who is the Paramatma in the heart. So same thing for Paramatma realization also. Example is there in the fourth canto, Dhruv Maharaj. Dhruv Maharaj was practicing the Ashtanga Yoga system. And Ashtanga Yoga or Hatha Yoga, it is meant for realizing Paramatma. And Dhruv Maharaj was meditating on the Paramatma in the heart. And because Dhruv Maharaj had a Bhakta Guru, because the Guru of Dhruv Maharaj was a pure devotee, Shripad Narad Muni, and Dhruv Maharaj followed the bhajan paddhati given by his Guru, who happens to be a Vaishnava. Dhruv Maharaj, even by practicing the path of Paramatma realization, he had darshan of that Paramatma, and when he saw Paramatma, that Paramatma in the heart appeared as Bhagwan. And he had Bhagwan realization. And then he said, Swamin Kritartosmi Varam Nayache. Now I don't want anything other than you. And then he became a pure devotee, Dhruv Maharaj. And he attained the Vaikuntha planet, Shvetadvip planet, which is called Dhruv Lok in this Brahmanda. He attained the abode of Lord Vishnu. So, in Paramatma, in the pursuit of Paramatma realization, there are many possibilities. One is that on the path of Hatha Yoga, before Paramatma realization, one may get material siddhis, Ashta Siddhi. and that may distract us. And one may just become a bogus Baba, trying to display siddhis and gain popularity and get distracted. Another possibility is that one can attain complete peace in having meditation on the four-armed form of Paramatma in the heart. And when Paramatma is pleased, then we may have darshan of Bhagwan in the heart as Vishnu. And then some love will develop, some affection will develop, and one may attain Shantaras. One may attain Shantaras. That is the destination. And Bhakta, a devotee, especially in the line of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, will attain the four rasas: Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya, or Madhurya. Primarily Madhurya. Is that okay, Kamal Gopika Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu. So if when you reach to the Vaikuntha Lok, and it's said here that if it is not touched by the Supreme Lord, then there is a possibility to come down, to fall down.
So unless
So
one has...
what is the meaning of touched by Supreme Lord?
So...
Means Golok Dham is different.
No. Any Vaikuntha planet, whether it is a planet of Lord Vishnu, any Vaikuntha planet, or whether it is Ayodhya, or whether it is Dwarka, or whether it is Gokul Vrindavan, none of these places one can fall. What Srila Prabhupada is referring to in the purport when he says, unless there is touch, one can fall down, that touch of Bhagwan means Prabhupada is saying, Mayavadis who hanker for Brahmajyoti realization, they can fall down. Or those who are on the path of Paramatma realization, they can fall down because of what I said. They can get the Ashta Siddhis and get diverted or deviated, or their meditation can break. Like Vishwamitra Muni, meditating but then got attracted by Menaka and fell down, Apsara. So those types of falls and slips are very much possible. And Prabhupada is saying that once there is a touch of Bhagwan, once there is Bhagwan realization, and one attains the Vaikuntha planet, then one does not come back. Na tad bhasayate suryo, na shashanko na pavaka, yad gatva na nivartante, tad dhama paramam mama. So based on this verse of Bhagavad Gita, Srila Prabhupada is saying that unless one attains Vaikuntha planet in a personal relationship with Bhagwan, there is no guarantee that one will not fall down. So like that. That's what Srila Prabhupada is saying. Is that clear, Mataji?
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. 3 more hands. Yes, Ajay Govind Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Not a question, but question for presentations tomorrow will be continuing, Prabhu.
Tomorrow we will continue. Yes, Prabhuji.
So
we have candidate?
I am the one who is giving tomorrow. Nobody else is there, but I will request everybody that those who are planning to appear for the Board of Examinations, please, if you have given your name, do enter a date and plan it out so that we can complete it. Even if you are not appearing for the course and you have given your name and you want to present, please go ahead so that we can complete this.
Thank you. So we can go ahead tomorrow. You can make the presentation.
Sure, Prabhuji.
This last question, Manju Bhashini Mataji. I think Mataji's hand is raised from before only, maybe.
Hare Krishna. Today, Dwadashi here, Damanaka, some past time you have Jagannath past time today. He hide Damanaka, that leaf backside like that. It is given in this one calendar, Vaishnava calendar. So anything, that one only I want to ask.
Mataji, I didn't understand what you said.
Today, Damanaka Dwadashi. Okay, so they are given at Jagannath in Krishna Balaram in that form. They both went to Jagannath garden with that Tamanaka leaf. That one given, like that given. So any pastime like that you have, that one I am asking.
Oh, I have not heard this pastime, Mataji.
Okay, in Vaishnava calendar given like that. So.
Acha? No, I don't know this pastime. Sorry.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you, dear devotees. We'll stop here. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.